What's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review, and this one is of Thor Ragnarok, my first real viewing of a Marvel movie. I had seen, I guess, Deadpool's kind of Marvel. I don't know. But I saw Thor Ragnarok for the first time. Came out in 2017. Basically, it's around Thor trying to save his kingdom from his sister, and there's a bunch of other guys there, and the Hulk comes along. But I'm going to give my thoughts on it as somebody who is not an enthusiast of the MCU, or anything Marvel related or superhero related or really anything like that. Give my best review on this movie. Again, I thought it was a very solid movie. I thought it was there was a lot of it was very there was a lot of where am I even begin? Well, it was meant to be more of a comedy with some good action involved as well, and it did a great job of that. At the beginning, there was especially a lot of comedy, which was crazy. There was a lot of funny stuff in there, but it was a little jank. I mean, they had the big fight scene at the beginning, which I thought was cool. There's a lot of good humor in there and stuff like that, and it was great action scenes and whatever. Then he comes back, and we get some more exposition about some of the characters, and it took me a little while not knowing much about the MCU to really get a handle of what the characters were, since some of it people thought the screenwriters and stuff thought it was pre-established, don't need to worry about it right now. So that's basically so I was having a little trouble getting into that, but eventually I was able to figure out who the main characters were and what their stories were and all that kind of stuff. And there was a lot of good characters in this movie, as there usually is in the Marvel movies, is from what I've been presumed to learn. And there was a lot of the despite it basically all of it being basically CGI, I thought it was really good. The effects were nice and good, and there's a lot of flying and fighting and pew 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 and fighting and all that kind of stuff, and that was a lot of fun. I don't know why they take it into New York City and then look for like 10 seconds or like a minute, or I guess, and then don't, and then the transitions in the library was kind of jank, but it did provide some good humor, so I can kind of excuse it, sort of thing. Now Jeff Goldblum playing this like the big lord guy, whatever, that was a little weird. I think he did a great job at that role. However, I don't think that was. I think he played the role well. I don't think he was the first guy I think they would have chosen for that role. But he did really well with what he had to work with, and that's just the power of Goldblum. He can make any role work. A lot of the other roles were really good too. The lady, the Thor's sister did really well. Thor himself did really good, as he always does. Loki did really good too. There were a bunch of cool side characters. There was this one guy who like leads the like evacuees of the town, like rebellion, while it's all being taken over. He never really got a proper introduction, yet it looked like he was a bigger part of the movie than I was led on to think at the beginning, especially when he played a role at the end. I would have liked to see a little bit more exposition about this guy. There probably is in previous movies. Now, we are going to be doing a Marvel marathon at some point, and it's going to be consisting of almost a week of movies, so that's going to be great. But so stay tuned for that, and this one will probably be in it, but you're seeing the review now because I've seen it for the first time. But and then we get the Hulk in there, which I guess I don't really understand why the Hulk was in there to begin with. More so than just to play the stereotypical big, strong, stupid guy in the gladiator ring sort of role, stereotypical role and stuff like that. I don't understand why he was really in it. He doesn't play a huge role. I mean, because he does the fights at the beginning and in the ring with Thor. That's where we see him the most. And then we see some character development between him and Hulk, and then changes back to Bruce Banner, and we see a little bit more. He does a little bit of stuff on the ship when they're trying to escape, but it's not a whole lot. Like, I think they needed to. I don't mind him in there, but I think he needed to be incorporated more. And then we see him trying to fight the big fire guy at the end. He does jack shit as they escape, and maybe that was like a character growth development. Like, I don't need to fight everything. I can be a good guy, civil. Maybe that's what that was all about. I don't know. I would have liked to see a little bit more of that. He kind of just felt thrown in, especially since really no other like Avenger was in it besides Thor and Hulk, as far as I know, at least. It would have been interesting to see why that. They explained a little bit why. I mean, obviously it's Thor, so there's not gonna be like the whole cast in there, that sort of thing. But been a little bit better for some better explanations. But it didn't really matter that much. He didn't play like a true like story changing role or anything like that. He did what he needed to do. So that was good. Again, a lot of the fighting was good. The flying the ships was really nice. One of the funniest things from the movie, one of the coolest things I saw was actually when you press the button and there's like a birthday party for fucking Jeff Goldblum on the ship, and that actually distracts the other ship enough because it doesn't have guns, but it distracts the other ship enough to act like a weapon, which I thought was hilarious. Like, imagine you're sitting in your car and you hit a button, right, to turn on the radio. It's like, it's my birthday, yeah, and it's fucking Jeff Goldblum holograms going up everywhere with confetti flying out the back of your car. That's basically what it was. Which was really, really funny. And there was a whole brother arc between Loki and Thor and everything like that. And there were some other side characters that were not humans. They were like alien like sort of things. They were helping out as well, and it's just a big group piling together. And then they have Odin, or Odin, I should say, Odin. The whole thing with Odin. I thought that was I think Odin played a little bit more of a role in the movies than I am lead on to believe, since I've never seen any other ones. So I don't get a lot of background on Odin, so I don't know exactly what that's all about. Hopefully, when we eventually do that marathon, I can get a little bit more detail on that. And then, of course, there's a few other characters. Of course, the girl that kidnaps Thor and then keeps him in this battle ring area and tortures him. And then she eventually wants them to help him escape and that kind of thing. And then, kind of cliche, but it worked. It was really good. And overall, just a great storyline, good action, good humor. There was 5 meme moments that I found in this one. What would they say? I've never seen this man before in my life. You can't defeat me, I know, but he can. That was another one. Shoot. I don't remember the other ones. There were 3 others. I counted them during the whole movie. Yeah, I don't remember the other ones. I know those were 2 of them. But there are 5 major meme moments in there, so that was pretty cool. It's always fun when I can locate the memes in their with the context and in their natural habitat, which is pretty funny. But if anybody out there who's watching this is more of a Marvel enthusiast than I am, or just a Thor, I guess Marvel, or Avengers or Thor, or more enthusiast than I am, let me know in the comment section down below if my perceptions are correct based off of what I've seen, and if it's most of the other movies you like this. Heard a lot of them are good. Can't wait to do a Marvel marathon, but that's going to do it for this movie review. My final score, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. That was a really solid movie. Very a lot of fun to watch. Very enjoyable. All that sort of stuff. So that's going to do it for this video. If you've seen Thor Ragnarok, comment down below your thoughts about it. And stay tuned for much more amazing content. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.